so we never get this kind of circle. But apparently they're giving us this time. I'm really surprised with the PMPL circle actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, really.
Shows variety, diverse.
There's one more word.
I'm just going through the synonyms at this point.
Because it's a bad
Bizarre?
word. There you go.
It's not a bad word. It's okay.
I mean, I think another word,
Okay.
but that one is a really. It starts with a B one, but it's not a good word.
Bit
but
of a
bizarre. Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go. Yeah, it's super bizarre. And back to Pot 4 store. Geek, what happened for like? It was Miramar back then. They really got clipped quite early out.
Hey, we can't forget about their past successes in the previous week and a couple of days before. Like honestly, they aren't out of all the days today. They're doing the worst in comparison to those other days as well. So I mean, I don't expect Geek Fam to do too well today. However, the next coming few days, yeah, I think they'll come back. They'll bounce back. No problem.
Yeah, they better do because they need to secure themselves in a comfortable position moving into week number 3. But again, looks like Riz is not comfortable here. Lyrian, there goes those shots, but again,
Riz should have jumped out of that car so much sooner.
Wait for it. Who needs AWM when you can long shot with a micro Uzi?
Absolutely.
There you go, micro Uzi for the win.
Micro.
A moment of silence
yeah,
there because you know that was really like what?
It's like the first one to go out down to a micro Uzi. How worse can they get? Now Arm is in trouble instead. Hi has his eyes on Arm, but then again, not really a clear shot because of that hill, so he's still okay. But oh, look at this. Last Survivor flex just outside of net Brotherhood.
Flexing it.
Oh, wow.
Flexing it.
Oh, just wait until he gets a kill. That's when he's going to be soft flexing on these kids. But we're going to have to wait and see if Last Survivors. Oh, he's been spotted out. He comes out. He misses the spray. He's going down. Flex to miss the spray. And now Ned will take advantage. Samsi's going to be the next one to fall. And Last Survivors, now they have to commit to the all-in. They're moving up towards the high ground here. But the landscape isn't going to be very forgiving. Ned is going to take advantage using the utilities to keep them at bay before pushing out.
But then again, Last Survivor, they are quite far away. Definitely not going to go for flex there. Looks like they're going to go for the retreat, and Net will reset themselves. And they still maintain their team. Oh, but looks like they will take out flex, and Net Brotherhood only has Samzi down. So it looks like there are 3 there on their side too.
On the side of Net and Last Survival, they're still trying to get the corners here. There he goes, trying to cook the nade on Apple, sorry. And JYKZ6, hopefully it clipped a little bit, only 20% of HP gone there. So they're trying to rush in with the micro Uzi, trying to get the position right, but the angles is really tough to work with for Last Survivor. They're having a hard time to rush in. They go climbing up the window here, trying to get just around the corner. If only he can advance a little more, he needs to just help up the other fan on the outside there. Yoodo on the other side, the first team to be out today.
And guess who they got knocked out by? Geek Fam. But it looks like Etrong, he's coming out to the right side. He's going to see 2. He's going to get the initial spray. Gets the knockdown. He's quickly dodging around. Switches over the F4 and he gets a double there. Nicely played from Etrong in a very, very tight position. Now, Tail, he's looking at this and he's like, nah, I don't want to be part of this. I'm taking the Dacia and I'm out of here.
Oh, Atai is just lucky to get out of there, but oh man, his whole team get wiped out. Now he's all alone. Hashtag forever alone, yo. And now
I didn't see that. No, I didn't see that one coming. So random, man. I just, wait, what? Is that your life? I'm sorry.
What? He cracked a good jump. Why did he get burned for it? Oh, wait, check this out. Wait, hold up. We got to look at the team status here. We're going to see kills as well as how many members they have left. A really nice graphic here. Thank you to IO Esports for pulling this graphic up. That's going to be very helpful for later on. Ned, 3 members down. WoW, 1 member now. And R2K, Last Survivors, 3 kills, 1 casualty. Yoodo Gang, 16th place elimination. And Geek Fam was able to successfully take them out without any casualties.
Wow, that's a really big fight they got themselves for Geek Fam. Maybe, probably, because Yoodo Gang apparently don't have enough equipment. Maybe that's how they actually have to sacrifice every single team member.
I will give them the benefit of the doubt. We didn't get to witness it. We're not entirely sure what the situation was. Maybe they got, you know, pincered, or they got heavily fired by another team in their flank. Like, there's a lot of factors that could have happened.
Yeah, but talking about heavy fire, a lot of teams actually go into the middle of the circle. No gatekeeping at all at this time, so it's free entry for all the rest of the teams who were outside of the circle. Divinity, EVOS, Net are tied, hashtag forever alone for him getting into the circle. XP as well getting into the circle, and now look at this airdrop, MK14 in the house. Ooh, and a ghillie suit as well.
Quite decent. Oh, that ghillie suit is the white one. And the white one is so hard to get on your hands on it. And Syndicate got it this time. They are actually on a good run for Rose Syndicate. They have been consistently getting themselves at top 5 all throughout today. But Tara, on the other hand, they are actually challenging Team Secret around, if I'm not mistaken, it's Muvatra.
Yeah, but first they got to take care of BTR. Bigetron already suffering some big casualties. 2 knocked, well, 1 knockdown and 1 casualty onto Boyka. Hydra and Kevin need to pull this one through. Tara, he's going to get suffer. Arm, he's going to be taken out. That's already a good kill secure coming in from Kevin, one of the bigger fraggers from the side of Tara has been taken out. He needs 2 more. Hydra coming through with the micro Uzi, sprays control, but the moment he reloads, he's got 40 bullets left. He switches on over. He's got to be careful. 1 more bullet would be enough. He doesn't manage to get it both sides with the sprays, but they're chunking them out very, very nicely. Lyrian, he has to reset, going for the first aid, while Kevin on the bottom side gets to get his reload his micro Uzi.
I have a bad feeling about this because we both know Bigetron and Tara both will be wiped by Team Secret, who is sitting this out very quietly at the outskirts there. They're waiting for the golden opportunity. At the same time, Kevin trying to get the Tara, trying to get a clean kill there. They managed to get 1, and there's more Lyrian on the side. Wankorn is also just across them. Lyrian will go down, and Wankorn doesn't seem to want to give the help here. They are trying to cover from a different angle, but Wankorn just have to build this one, climbing over the walls and go away with the car. But Hydra is not giving this one up. He's still trying to get for more. He's not easily giving up this time, but can he make it out for Tara? Made it just in the nick of time, escaping from the grasp of Bigetron.
And
now Team Secret is charging right in.
Yeah, Team Secret now, they know that, okay, they can come and mop up the mess, but Kevin and Hydra, they need to reset themselves. iShots looks like he's coming for another angle. Bill, whipping out the grenade. Kevin just right in front of him. Kevin looks like he's taking a couple of damages there, down to 60% health. The grenade does not connect, but at the same time, Bill and Kevin right now, we do see on screen, Bill, those shots on to Kevin. Kevin now is in trouble with about 10% life left. Bill, will he keep his eyes on to Kevin? Kevin will need to try to use his medkit as soon as possible. iShots, they will try to reset themselves, so both teams actually locked down in the same compound.
Oh boy.
This is not great. Bigetron need to replenish themselves, reset everything, but do they have enough time? But look at Matsui keep on pressuring with so many nades there, but it's actually iShot that he's throwing out the nades on. Apparently iShot is in the compound, so it's gonna be okay. Bigetron only have 2 men left on their side, Hydra and Kevin. The moment they took fight upon Tara just now, they lost a lot in terms of their currency and their manpower. Hydra got knocked down by Yuhai, and now Bubu charging right in. And there's only Kevin around the corner, and there's no way they can actually take up this fight. They are outnumbered. Kevin and the rest of Bigetron plays themselves really in a bad position. 15 plays this time.
Great execution coming in from Bigetron. They managed to survive the fight against Tara. However, Team Secret capitalizing on the weaknesses. They go in, they see the 2 members. This should have been a very easy cleanup overall. Now, Geek Fam on the other side had already taken out Yoodo Gang. They're trying to deal with the next problem, Divinity, as they start rushing in 1 by 1. That M4 is running out of ammunition. Jerking on the other one with a micro Uzi, punishing anyone who hops over that crevice. Divinity make it out alive. 1 member left against the rest of Geek Fam. Naoki is coming on through. However, it's not going to be enough. Insanity, he's got to heal himself up. He's at 1 tick left. He takes a member down with him for now. But ESG, they want to be part of the fight too.
ESG is just coming and doing the exact same thing as Team Secret did earlier. Now Naoki, he is outside, though Superlan has eyes on Naoki and team. Naoki is just at the corner there. Naoki trying to erase Superlan, but Superlan has his eyes on Naoki at the same time, but those shots do go out. Naoki will be taken out by Botas and 4-2-0 will need to make a run for it. 4-2-0, all shots fired onto 4-2-0. Will it explode? No, it doesn't connect enough. And Superla will still take over this compound, but again, Divinity, they are still inside. They need to reset themselves quickly and start to plan out what they want to do.
At this point, it feels like a deja vu right now. We're looking at two different places with the same condition and also circumstances happening around Divinity as well as the other teams now. Back to Dino Park we go. It's really centralizing on Dino Park for the last circle. And ESG rushing, trying to flushing out of Divinity. Trixie and the rest of the team are going to say, oh, they got one! They got managed to actually return by on ESG. Bravo! Trying to make a call here. Trix on the other hand. Trying to actually Sanity trying to get it up on the team. But Divinity won't make it this time around, placing themselves at 14th place next to Bigetron. This is really hard to watch. We're looking at 2-3 teams going again. The same thing happened all over. It's like hitting replay button.
Yup, again, deja vu. It's like these teams have just been in this place before, but let's see how they kind of want to hold on out. Are we going to see another rush later on? A Groza drop here. Let's look at the team statuses as of yet. Divinity, BTR, and Yoodo Gang are out for the count. Ned have suffered heavy casualties, but the same can be said for Geek Fam and Tara. However, Geek Fam does have 5 kills overall. ESG 4 kills with themselves, with all 4 of their members still up.
I'm just sad for Divinity. They had a good fight, a good start there, but again, it's just unfortunate that their party had to be crashed. So,
I feel worse for Yoodo Gang, apparently. Yoodo Gang, what happened to them this week?
I definitely think they're playing a different style, or you know, something is up with them, or one of them might not be feeling well. We can't really know for sure, but you know, we probably should go over and ask them like, what's happening? What's happening? What's going on?
I think I really want to know what's happening on their side there, and maybe sometimes they don't want to be disturbed as well because they really need to keep their composure. But Traitor on the other side are already parked themselves in Dino Park. The thing about Dino Park, there's a lot of dinosaurs. We don't actually get to see that kind of footage enough because apparently nobody likes the circle in Dino Park. The circle never likes Dino Park.
Yeah, I mean,
so we get to see it sometimes.
I can definitely understand why a lot of teams don't want to deal with this. There's a lot of angles that are hard to cover, and you rather play for outer circle rather than inner circle. But even if you want to play outer circle, like look at the landscape. It's like, oh, a bunch of trees, and after a certain point, there's just nothing, just dead ice.
Yeah, there's nothing much there in Circle Park. But then again, Contra is a big fan of Circle Park for some reason. He has his evil side to him. But look at this, 7UP have Traitor pinned down in the house. Just a couple of shots is enough to just pin them down in the house, so they can't get out of this location. 7UP just spraying a couple of warning shots there just to continue that pinning. Team Secret on the other hand is just on the opposite house. Ned Atai 10k hashtag forever alone. So he's still alone.
But wait, that wasn't a blind shot just now with a pre-shot done by WAW. Oh wow, apparently did knock one down for Traitor's team here. But that kind of giving off their position quite sooner than we thought, because we know that there's Team Secret down there. Look at that tap, single tapping high. That's really incredible. Managed to clip a lot of HP and wasting a lot of resources from the side of Traitor's Esport. Now High trying to actually go for it because they know they are low in terms of firepower and men there. That's why they're taking long shots instead of rushing in.
Is that? Yeah, that's Ned Esports, the last member from Ned looking over at Team Secret right now. He probably doesn't want to take this fight because a lot of teams, I don't think he realizes that there's actually a lot more teams in this area than he would like to have imagined. Geek Fam right in the center of Dino Park and a little bit towards the northeastern side is going to be XP.
Oh, we could be making history here with Dino Park. Maybe the final circle. So let's keep our eyes open. And now looks like Tone Wow Esports. They are kind of in a sandwich situation. Just across them is still Team Secret together with Traitor as well. They can't get down off here. The only way they can go is on the other side. But then again, there could be another team as well that, if I'm not mistaken, I did see in the minimap earlier.
Oh, we're gonna have to wait and see then, because apparently Tone Wow Esports are holding this compound quite right. There's so many structure to work with, which is quite okay and quite decent enough. But question is, if you were to ambush by another team, where would you go? Where would you run? And where would you actually defend yourself? Apparently Atai only have this structure to work with right now. He cannot make a move at all. advancing, he have to face the consequences, which will be Team Secret. On the right or left side, there will be another one. Wow, that's a big
Wow.
T-Rex mouth.
It's a cinematic shot, I must
Yeah, I love this
Yeah.
kind of shot. Thank you for the scenic kind of pan view of the. We don't really get to see this much, but I do know there's also a museum or sort in this area too.
Yep. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, Bosskurr is actually pretty close to Tara here.
wait,
Oh,
what?
no, he's already spotted him out. The micro Uzis are out as he tries to run it, but Palex is going to try and take him out one-on-one. He goes down, but the rest of the members come in through the back to cover his back. Whew, that was close, but that means that Tara has been eliminated from this round.
Certain placement. He actually holds some time there for one corn. He actually soloed all the way, but if only that's not an easy place to exploit. But you know, Dino Park. Dino Park is just a hard place to play.
Tough place to come from.
Yeah, we can see like how the teams do struggle so far in Dino Park, and they start to fall off one by one as the circle just continues to close in on them. And now moving over to XPERT MY, they have a good compound to themselves at this point. Good angles, lots of windows they can look out for in case anyone actually comes by, and a lot of open area as well in case anyone tries to be sneaky around this area. So they are pretty good at this point, but the circle will close in to the 5th circle very, very soon.
But hopefully it doesn't come to the natural order of things, because Ned, a Brotherhood on the other hand, also with 3 casualties on their side with 1 kill. Their sister team Tara has been knocked up, so hopefully Ned doesn't follow too soon behind them. Geek fam on the other hand also in the exact same position, so they're looking to hopefully get a higher position before they bow out.
I saw some pre-fires just now and clipping a lot of HP for some teams there, but I'm not sure which team actually involved with that gunfight. But jumping over here, we're looking at quite a scenic panorama moment. We're looking at, yeah, there you go, thanks. So in case you guys missed today, we have match 1 Sanhok, which is Net Brother got himself a chicken dinner. Erangel, Miss Rose, Esport rising up from the dead, and now Miramar on Secret. But back to Secret this time around, they are trying to get it super fast rotation. Bosskurr way there. And why? They cross in the compound straight away, pre-firing. Team Secret challenge and Matoy is down in the middle. They need to give extra hand, but Geek fam, there's one person behind there. 4-2 right behind iShots and the rest of the team.
Oh, looks like a lot of attention on the Bosskurr, but then again, looks like EVOS is the one to join into the party. And XPERT MY as well. Everyone's coming to the same compound. This is going to be a blast here in Dino Park. And now 4-2-0, he's just sitting out of this. He says, I don't want any part of this.
I don't think he's sitting out. He's actually taking a good time to be playing the patience game. He knows when he needs to take the fight or not. On the other hand, EVOS VIP kind of stuck in the middle. The same goes for Bosskurr way here. And they lost Mozart at that kind of condition, which is really awkward to play with. Mate really in the need of help, but he's trying to get the position right. He popped the smoke to make sure he can actually get Mate back up on his feet.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of health left, but it's going to take some time to get it down. However, EVOS is in a very dire position, right smack in between 2 bigger teams along the side with more members than they do. They've already deployed the smoke, but that's only going to hold for so long here. Yuhai looking for a very long angle on the left side. Wow, is going to bow out this time around as the Steel Hearts start moving in onto Traitor.
Oh, now we do see here Putra looks like he has eyes onto the other side, which is XP at this moment. So XP, they are still trying to hang on to this area. Only the smoke separating them, but they do have a vehicle active as well.
Another self-nade just happened there for Team Traitor. I'm kind of questioning what's really happening around there somewhere. But he didn't see that coming. It was still Hearts across the map. Shot him straight down on the ground. And he is really out in the open. The blue is closing in as well. Can he make it out of there? Traitor on the other end got their eyes on Still Hearts and Team Secret trying to get themselves advancing, but kind of being crippled with UI in the need of help. That popped that smoke, trying to get the eights coming in, but apparently it's kind of a hard time for Team Secret going out in the open.
I think it's hard for just every team right now because they're so clumped up together. 11 teams still alive, 30 members, and it's phase 6. This is not usually the case. And now everybody wants to get a bit of blood. Traders are starting to push in from their gatekeepers. The Steel Hearts, XPERT on the opposite side, the northern side, trying to gatekeep everybody else from moving in deeper into Dino Park. Team Secret, on the other hand, they still haven't figured out a way to actually save Yuhai.
Oh, it's really, really difficult. Yuhai may be sacrificing, but just look at it. Oh, Yuhai has been saved somehow, somewhere. And now Matoy, he is on the other angle, trying to get up. Try to see who's on the other side, and now we do see here last survivor in the other house. Looks like they're proning there. They do see ice shots. Oh my goodness, it was so close.
It was almost no recoil whatsoever from the side of ice shots there. Really nice control of Barrel, but now Romeo already exchanging to Micro Uzi, trying to actually rotate the other corners, and now they're trying to get 2 versus 1 here. He's trying to abuse the corner for Team EVOS VIP. There's no way out. He's been forced with a Molotov. They finish him off, for Romeo wiped out Heiko just now. EVOS placed themselves at literally number 10, top 10 place.
Oh, look at a lot of survivors here. Zig's trying to make his way out, but he gets shot really quickly here. But he does have a lurker behind in the wake. And I don't think Biu knows about this just yet. He's just on the opposite side of this wall. If he makes a mistake and he walks too far, he's going to get punished. And they know exactly where Biu is right now.
And Yuhai at the same time is knocked again, it seems, needs to be revived quickly. But Team Secret, they still have total of 4 team members. But looks like let's look into Traitor OZ. Looks like he's been knocked down at the same time. Dylan from another angle. All the shots come out from Dylan.
No.
On to Team Secret. Romeo is out from another angle, and looks like Traitor has been taken out. Yuhai is knocked down again. Matoy as well. Team Secret is in a lot of trouble at this point. But looks like we do see a Bosskurr. They're coming to the party as well. Brother has been knocked down and saved for another angle. Tries to take out Brother, but the shots do not connect. They have a lot of angles covered here from Team XP.
And yeah, Secret is actually in a trouble positioning, but then Traitor is the one who's down out first. Dylan on the other hand taking a swim for a bit. Apparently the same goes for one of the Bosskurr team, and they turn it around. It's right in the line of sight. Where was he thinking? Dylan turned things around in the last minute, got himself a free kill, and now Team Secret still have 4 men up. They're trying to advance, and the blue clipping Matoy so fast. 4-2-0 take the opportunity from the side flanks there. At the same time, UI is down and no more to be seen, with the play zone really is not favoring Team Secret this time.
Oh man, Atai with his last dying breath of Net Brotherhood. I will take down one of the members of Team Secret, and he successfully does so. Geek fam, exact same position. I might as well take out a couple of kills before I go and bow out of the competition. Now we've only hit the top 4. It's ESG, MRE, and XPERT with last survivors in the wake.
Oh, ESG just right beside the Miss Rose Esport. Botas will go for the play, but then again, looks like the preemptive shot onto Botas. Botas will be knocked down, and now Vate will be on the other side. He keeps his eyes open, but Vate, well, oh my goodness, that shot! Only that 5% left from Vate. Not too long. Vate has been taken out from this game.
He almost clutched it out with the level 3 gears of everything, but there goes Mistros, plays themselves at 4th place win. Quite decent enough based on their performance today, making sure they got the top 5. Now back to the game, XPERT, MY, we have ESG. There's also another team, Last Survivor, are just lurking around the corners. But the most advantaged team that they have right now is none other XPERT, and MY. Will they get themselves another chicken today?
I want to say that they can do it. However, it is a little difficult because ESG is hungry, and it's whoever wins this. It's kind of dependent on who last survivors end up fighting, because it could be they decide to pull back and deal with ESG, or they can currently deal with their hot situation of XP down on their right side. Based on of this perspective, I kind of feel like last survivors will determine who is going to win this game.
As much as ESG want to sit this out, but looks like they have no choice. The blue circle is closing in at this point. Last survivor only has 2 team members. Looks like Pamburu will lead the charge, brings in the vehicle, but Pamburu looks like he's in a little bit of a trouble there. Pamburu has been knocked out by ZYKZ. Sane now has his eyes on ESG as well. Superla looks like he's taking a number of hits, but Sane still has his eyes on the team members of ESG. The smoke covers up ESG. Last survivor right now tries to get a good shot onto XP, but then again does not yet take any of those.
He has a lot of actually covers to play by NSP there, and there goes with the G36C trying to spray, and he overpick himself for a bit. Romeo discovered where NSP is, the exact position he is in, and Romeo is still hovering around that angle here, making sure they are clipping it so much that there's no way out. But at the same time, ESG is closing in from the top. He needs to rotate. Romeo, like it or not, he needed to reposition himself at this state. Still clipping on NSP there. He is really not happy not letting this one go. ESG, all teams are actually trying to close in into the safe zone, and we can see actually Expert and we're holding a little bit of fan area, getting themselves the most information at this point.
Yeah, this is a beautiful play coming in from XP. They're controlling the area. They're setting up a firing line, so every angle is going to be covered. Just in case if one goes down, at least the other 3 members will immediately figure out where the location and the shots are going to be coming from. Expert holding their ground, waiting for the circle to come in. The circle will do the work for them.
Yep, the circle will need to do the work for them because the circle will again close in about 10 seconds. We do see a ESG Botax just depending on the terrain to his advantage. Nothing else other than that. No vegetation, no trees, no nothing. And we do see here Romeo trying to rotate. XP, they do have 4 team members still intact. They do have the numbers if they want to go for it. But at the same time, Last of Us do have 2. So it's still anyone's game at this point.
Yeah, Expert still trying to hold it on. We know that it might be a healing game if they actually don't want to move or budge. And last at 6 just now, he tried to camouflage himself with this whatever they have around, but Expert dealing. This is the golden moment they're waiting for. They managed to take NSP down. Ziggs, on the other hand, is being pinned down with so many nades by Dylan there. They are actually kind of stuck between 2 teams. The ESG and the other side there's also Expert Dylan. They cannot have their way out. NSP finished off by Dylan with extra points there. They have 1 more left. There's a lot of HP nades that are being exploded, clipping a little bit on side of Expert MY.
Yeah, let's look at the perspective of Lord 1 here as they slowly rotate. They want to make sure every angle is clear. They know that there's 2 people on separate sides. Zix is holding his position, but I think Dylan has kind of spotted him up. He's waiting for the circle to close in to double check and confirm, but it looks like Zix is going to try and out-heal the blue here, or does he die to the play zone? We can't tell just yet. It looks like he is alive, and I think he crawled on over out of there. Botax on the other side of the hill is taking some fire. He has no choice, but again, this is Expert's moment. They already take down 1 and they take 2 at the same time. Congratulations. It's going to be XP winning the winner chicken dinner.
Again, there was a close call. You know the map first one today is almost in the same situation around Bigetron, EVOS, and that was what was it Nat this morning. I mean like this evening. It's the same time where we don't know, it's everybody's game at this point. It's like whoever take down who first.
Oh yeah, it happened so fast and everyone had their own angle and they took down 2 opponents at the same time.
That's the thing.
They were really coordinated there.
Honestly, that game was extremely stressful for all the parties involved. It was kind of a coin flip on who was going to win at the very end, but it ends up, Experts started to assert dominance. I do feel like they were were very unconfident for going for that final push, even though they had the numbers to pull it off. They just didn't want to make the mistake. They can't afford to lose that winner chicken dinner. Overall, great games. Absolutely fire. I was just constantly, Chuchu was looking at me, it's like, it's your turn, and I'm just staring like, oh my goodness, this could go terrible so quickly. I was legitimately sweating. Sweater vest, don't need that.
Okay, we just saw that, but
I don't have a word for that, but yeah, I have to agree that was a really sweaty game because why? We have no clue. Yeah, Expert and NY have the most, man. They have the terrain, but then at the same time, anytime, like you said, last survivor is actually the one who determines who's going to get the circle because it depends on who they actually pick the fight upon to. Because if they go against ESG, yes, last survivor going to, Expert and we're going to win the game. But if they go against Expert MY, then ESG can take the game away. But in case ESG fight against Expert MY first, it will be last survivor game practically.
It's like the most awkward game of like tic-tac-toe ever, where it's like everybody wants the corners, but it's like 3 different players, and whoever makes the first move basically just wins.
Yeah, that's right, correct. But of course, let's relive the whole moment again through these highlights. Take it away on the highlights. And of course, this is again Vikendi, ladies and gentlemen, the coldest map of all. And the circle at this moment, it started on a little bit awkward, a lot of water there.
You
but
like it. Don't lie about it. I can sense in your tone there that I love this, but I'm going to sound like I'm very innocent man. It's very awkward. We can see him smirking there, We're just sitting next to you, by the way. I'm sitting next to you.
Yeah, I'll just sit this one out. Okay, please continue.
Why you gotta put him on blast? Why you gotta put him on blast?
Okay, back to the game. Tara, they fought with so many problems in the early stage of the game. Managed to squeeze out the last one for 1 corn, but the same goes for Nat here. apparently so many teams going at it for such a long time. This is the moment where you know was it Last Survivor who fought themselves at the same position as Tara and the rest of the team? It wasn't them, right? Or was it EVOS?
No, I think it was EVOS there. And, you know, I would commend a lot of these teams taking these early fights. However, they're not finishing the fights cleanly. And also, you can see a lot of the priority has now become to kill securing. They're not looking to wipe squads anymore. It's like, if you knock somebody down, secure that kill. And that's why we saw so many casualties in this game, but they still had like 1 or maybe even 2 members arguably still holding on, making the placement so much more difficult to play for.
Oh, but of course, this is the moment where Team Secret just come in knowing that the fight is just over. They know that, okay, somehow, of course, they need to reset themselves, and they just rush into Bigetron. Hydra's the first one to go down. Kevin will be the next one, and Bigetron becomes the second team actually to go out from this round. It's just so sad for them.
Yeah, the next one will be EVOS. I can tell that straight up, because you know these two teams really is unhappy right now. You can see, I asked Boyka what happened. He said things are really going down here for them. But Geek, on the other hand, they managed to actually save 4-2-0 from all this, well, chaotic moment apparently, because you saw how he just bailed everybody else. He's like, no, I'm out, there's no way, I'm staying here and just leave like you guys to die. Like, yeah, that's okay, you guys can die. Well, I try to stay and place my position right.
But just look at how many, you know, sweeping motions these teams went, especially when it came to these structures. They're trying their very hardest to ensure that they can survive these fights. However, again, the team that comes in last usually wins out the fight. They usually have some kind of a numbers advantage, or maybe more utility, or even a simple knockdown from a grenade can easily turn the tides of battle.
Yeah, that's actually quite true. Like, we do see that from the 2 very similar fights, that's actually what happened. So now we move on to Team Secret. Team Secret is actually caught in a sandwich scenario outside of the circle. This time, unfortunately, Mud Toy's hand was not kissed, and that's what actually happened to them. So they were caught, pressured by the blue circle, pressured by everyone around them as well. That's why Team Secret just cannot budge.
Yeah, the circle doesn't favor them this time. You're so upset with the kids, don't you, Cloud?
Oh yeah, of course.
I think they forgot to this time. It's like, should we?
Nah, you know. But Rose Syndicate, on the other hand, they got themselves a top 5 again.
Oh yeah, that's actually a really good point, because you know that means that they are really adapting to this particular group. But let's look at the standings so far. Team Secret MY with 72 points, 32 kills. Dead Brotherhood with 25 kills and 68 points. ESG Gaming 30 kills with 63 points. And XPERT MY not doing too bad themselves, 21 kills and 51 points.
And on to Miss Rose Syndicate, 51 points. Last Survivor R2K, 42 points. Tara Proyecto X, 31 points. Bigetron, 30 points. Despite Bigetron not performing so well, they still maintain themselves on page 1. But I would say kudos goes out to Miss Rose Syndicate, still maintaining themselves, and their points actually not too bad.
The same goes for XPERT MY and ESG, mind you. ESG, they have been silently climbing up the ladder without getting any chicken dinner, but look at that killing points there and positioning as well. 30 kills just by themselves today. They are as aggressive as Team Secret. But we're gonna jump into the second page very soon. I'm hoping at least EVOS VIP climb themselves at 9th place, please, because I don't want them to stay hung on to on the 12th place. But actually, they go down below that. EVOS VIP at 13th placement this time.
Yeah, Yoodo Gang is going to be knocked down to the second page in 9th place, not doing too well with 8 kills, 28 points. Team Bosskurr with 26 points, Geek Fam with 23 points, Tonewile with 22 points.
And EVOS VIP 20 points, DivinityEsport 14 points, same goes with Steelheart Esports 14 points as well. Traitor Esports still can't get out of the bottom spot with 13 points.
This is a honestly, this is really difficult, especially for a lot of these teams. Like, you would be expecting Yoodo Gang, Geek Fam, you know, EVOS as well to do a lot better than what they are now. It really must be they're having a bad day.
But today for the stats though, Net Luxy have been holding on to for the whole day today. 12 kills again. Yuhai is second, just 1 kill difference. I think Yuhai wants to snatch his crown back. And ESG Pamburu at the 3rd place with 9 kills. Same goes for ESG Botax and Matoy. 4 places themselves 4th and 5th place here. Maximum kill distance quite short. And total kills is 54 this round. Total headshot 9s. Well, that's not much of driving distance here, but the total kills means a lot of people are actually being forced to use all their utilities at this point.
Yep, and again, those utilities do come in handy when you need to save your teammates or maybe turn the tide of battle with a single grenade. And especially when you saw a Molotov like, oh, it's a small little shit, I'm just going to throw it through the little crack over here, force him out, shoot him down, don't have to suffer a casualty.
And of course, this is the first chicken dinner in Dino Park that at least even Choo has seen. First ever. If Kuntran was here, he'll probably be really happy. He's like, woo, jumping up and down like a little boy.
Yeah, because that was really a tough compound to play with. Because why? There's so many entry points and there's also many structures to work with. And imagine if the last circle is actually around the maze and it's actually in the maze.
Hell no. Hell no. I don't want to see none of that. Like, I like close quarter combats and structures, but that maze...
I love that. I love that.
Nobody wants to do that.
I want to see that because
Nobody.
especially you've seen the players, sometimes they're lost in the maze.
Yeah, that is true. Players can be lost in the maze, but like, again, grenades are a thing. People are just going to be lobbing it in every single time. It's just going to be an explosion.
But there's so many walls to work with, so maybe you can avoid that explosion there.
Well, I'm just having another next level dream. Maze plus crossbow, please.
No,
The
maze.
door is that
Maze.
way. Get out of here. Get on it. I don't need none of that bull. No. Hell no.
Just next time maze. I prefer maze over water now.
Maze over water?
Okay, but you can only get that in one map.
Well, water, you can get it 4 out of 4 maps.
No, I just want maze. I hate water fights now because practically they won't even fight.
Well, that's my advocate right there. But it's going to be enough for the curse cast so far. We haven't been able to call it out just yet, but I think that's a good thing. Let's go over to the interview.
Ladies and gentlemen, do you smell what Expert NY is cooking? We are back here at the main stage after the end of game number 4 here at the PUBG Mobile Professional League Malaysia and Singapore 2020. I'm your host, Hound Dogman. We are almost there. We just passed our halfway mark with Expert NY being able to secure their second chicken dinner of the tournament with a total end run eliminations of 12. Beautiful stuff that was displayed by members of Expert NY, showing you that their aim is too true to be a lie. So anyway, without further ado, let us invite from Expert NY onto the stage, Romeo! All right, welcome to the stage, Romeo from Expert NY. Now, first question is a pretty simple question. Second chicken dinner, 12 end round eliminations. I'm sure you're happy, but I feel that there's a lot of work to be done. Rasanya memang bangga nak berada di atas pentas ni, tapi ada lagi banyak lagi yang perlu dilakukan, betul tak?
Pertama, Alhamdulillah yang ni kali kedua chicken dinner kita yang di Vikendi. Walaupun week pertama kita prestasi kita tidak memuaskan, tapi terima kasihlah semua yang support SPMY.
Alright, so very simple, very humble words. Thank you very much for the support. All praises to God just for allowing us the victory, and of course, thank you to all our teammates for making it happen. Pretty standard question. Let's ask him a little bit something funky, right? Vikendi. What is the biggest challenge in Vikendi? Apa paling susah pasal Vikendi? Keputihan map dia ke? Memang tak nampak apa-apa ke? Mapnya kecil ke? Silakan.
Vikendi paling susah sebenarnya kereta lah. Kereta memang susah nak cari. Kadang macam dapat je naik jet ski semua. Memang kereta memang paling susah nak dapatkan dalam map Vikendi lah, itu saja.
So, nak menambah lagi kepada point anda tu, kira tiada vehicle ni memang susah lah nak bergerak satu map tu. So logistics is a huge problem for Vikendi, mainly because of the lack of vehicles. And even if there are vehicles, it's always jet skis, which is so easy to spray in Vikendi. And considering that the map has quite a few snowy peaks and a few snowy terrain, it can be very difficult to spot some members out because sometimes they may blend with the terrain. Now let's talk a little bit about that final few game, permainan yang game keempat tu. bulatan-bulatan terakhir, fasa biru terakhir tu. ESG sertai dengan pasukan anda dengan Last Survivor R2K menjadi halangan terakhir bagi pasukan XP tadi. Kiranya bila zon permainannya agak terbuka, apakah langkah-langkah pasukan anda untuk merampas chicken dinner dalam pusingan tadi tu?
Okay, last tu memang kita tahu ESG tinggal seorang lagi. Tapi hanya kita belum nampak angle dia. Dan budak last kita tahu yang dia duduk dalam Dino Park. Dan kita cuba hold je lah sebab kita zone tak perlu ambil macam risiko untuk ni. Dan kita dapat chicken dinner. Yes sir.
Now, I don't know about you guys, but PUBG, when I play PUBG, when a lot of these players play PUBG, they're all about making sure that the fights are unfair for the enemy team. They held on pretty well and made sure that the disadvantages mounted for the enemy teams, such as ESG as well as Last Survivor R2K. They had enough information and most importantly, they had the circle in their favor. Thank you very much, Romeo. You memang Romeo lah you, bro. Yeah, alright. Ladies, I don't know about you, Romeo. Dah kahwin ke belum? Dah kahwin. Oh, ladies, tak boleh dah tu. But you can give me a call after these messages. We're going to be back with game number 5. Ladies, all you single ladies, give me a call. We'll see you after this.
Hello, saya Naoki dari tim Geek Fam.
Hello, nama saya Wan Parang daripada tim Yoodo Gang.
Saya Bapak daripada Bigetron.
大家好，我是 Team NoRecoil 的 Stone K.
Hello, I'm Kuza from VIP Squad.
Saya Han X daripada tim Bosskurr.
Ya, saya Amy Muhammad.
Hi guys, I'm Chichu Gaming.
Hello guys, saya Erangel.
Hi, saya J Hunter.
Hey guys, I hope you guys are enjoying the PMPL. My name's Contra and I am the caster as well as the operations manager for Resurgence. So as you all know that there is a virus spreading around which is the COVID-19. So here are some tips to stay safe during this critical moments.
So langkah yang pertama, korang kena basuh tangan selama 20 saat menggunakan air dan sabun.
Langkah kedua adalah menggunakan hand sanitizer bila anda tidak dapat membasuh tangan.
若没能洗手，可以使用含有酒精成分的消毒剂来洗手。
Nombor 3, elakkan memegang mata, hidung dan mulut korang ketika tangan korang kotor.
Jika batuk dan bersin, tutup mulut dan hidung menggunakan tisu.
Pakai mask jika anda keluar ataupun anda pergi ke tempat yang ramai orang. Jika anda tidak pakai, sememangnya sangat-sangat berbahaya.
Avoid crowded areas and taking public transportation.
Okey, tips dia adalah korang kena minum air, kerap minum air dan makan vitamin dan bersenam setiap hari untuk menguatkan stamina badan.
Jikalau anda pada batuk ataupun bersin, jangan lupa untuk tutup bahagian hidung dan mulut anda supaya orang lain tidak mendapatkan virus tersebut.
Jika anda mengalami demam atau apa-apa kesakitan atau apa-apa jenis kelemahan, pastikan anda berjumpa dengan doktor dengan segera ataupun pakar perubatan. Bermula dengan saya dan juga korang, kita perlu bekerjasama untuk mengelakkan dan menghapuskan virus corona ini ataupun dikenali sebagai COVID-19.
We're catching you back with the PUBG Mobile Pro League Malaysia and Singapore 2020. We're bringing you the action live from the IO Esports Arena Kuala Lumpur for the second last game of today. Here's a huge thank you to Tencent Games, PUBG Corporation, and Lightspeed and Quantum Studios for bringing us all the action live from Facebook Gaming itself, our official live streaming partner. Welcome back, guys, as we're going into the second last game of today. This is going to be a make it or break it moment for some of these teams, especially for Group C.
This is Kid and Q. I'm Chicha and this is Sir Cloud. There you go. I have to say it. We are the Current Cast.
I'm really starting to regret that name now because more and more we say it, the more true it becomes every single time. It gets to like the 6th game and we just curse one team.
Yeah, the power of the casters. We have all the circles and everybody else in our hands here. But back to the teams just now. Well, apparently I have some insights. Just now it's like not really much. It's just you talked just now how Mata is like the ladies' man these days. Apparently he has a hairband, which is a Hello Kitty one.
Oh, really?
And it lights up when you knocked it a little bit. So it was really in the dark. It was a blue and red color, tingling all everywhere. And everyone like, oh, that's so cute. And he's like, this is my hairband. And that's so cute.
He fell into his trap. It's all part of Matoy's plan. And let me guess, his hair was down as well.
Yep, there you go. This means they're gonna go full all-out throttle the moment Matoy just let go of his hair.
No, I'm not doing it.
Do it!
I'm not gonna do it.
Do it! Come on.
Gonna hold it. Just gonna hold it to the right moment. Gonna hold it to the right moment. Don't worry. It will happen. It will always happen, but not right now.
But I must also say that Mata uses a pink phone cover.
He's an adorable guy. He's married, by the way.
Ladies, careful. He's married. Watch yourselves.
Yeah, that's quite true. But back to the game just now. XPERT MY.
Yes, XPERT MY catching up with that point score. I don't know if it's going to push them into the top 16, but we're going to have to wait for the overall standings after the very last game today. Remembering, just for you guys, just for your information, this is the second last game, not the last game. There was a scrim game today, so second last game, we're going to have to see how these... Oh, man, they're coming up with more creative ways to interact with the camera. Like, every time I see them, it just gets better every time.
I'm waiting for cosplays or some, wigs. It happened before where the casters actually have colorful wigs, the afro one, and it happened to pass to all the players, and everybody just have to take a turn to use it. So it's fun to watch that kind of stuff, too.
Well, Haiku did start with something with the...
The Mickey Mouse ears is actually the last season where that is actually his lucky hat. When he had that on, usually they will get themselves some sort of chicken dinner or whatever.
Oh, really?
That you saw he started wearing this week. That's why they got themselves chicken dinner.
That must be the stuff of nightmares after they win a winner chicken dinner. Just teams go back home and sleep, and all they can imagine is that Hello Kitty hat. Just like, no, please don't headshot me. I'm just trying to peek, man.
Okay, that works. Okay.
Okay, that works. But he's still saving that one line that we're waiting for. He's still saving it.
No. You can't force it out of me.
I'm waiting for it. Go.
Just wait for Matoy to go a little more insane than usual. That's when.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Let's go.
You know what that
last
means?
Game.
You know what that means out there for the viewers out there. We're going to tell you that when you hear that banging, that excitement, the shouts and cheers from all these teams, it only means one thing. The lobby has been set up. They're going to be loading in soon, and you're going to get more PUBG action.
Oh, adorable. Oh. What a happy family they have on the secret side. Apparently everybody really pampered Yuhai like their own little brother. I can see that everybody making sure he's well taken care of, he's really healthy, and always ask if you need a hug or you need a ride or you need something.
If you need a hug? Okay.
Or sometimes Yuhai kind of miss his family too, he's very young, you see.
It's understandable, and surprisingly with especially a lot of 16-year-olds, they are what a lot of people would consider volatile players because a lot of things can affect them, whether it's family, whether it's studies.
Especially emotions.
Exactly. So with the experience of the other members of the team to kind of keep him in check and make sure that he's constantly growing in the right direction, they can mold Yuhai to become an even better player as the years go by. But for now, we just know that he's an absolute monster when it comes to frags.
Is there anywhere beyond monster at this point?
Oh, it's
Leviathan, destroyer of worlds. First of his name.
I was waiting for him to still say that magical line.
You're still trying to bait me into it. I know your tricks. I know your tricks.
Okay, let's fly into the 5th map for today. Official one and the non-official set will be the 6th game today. Erangel, we go for the 2nd round of today. Who will get it? The first one we know is actually Rose Esport. Will they get it for Erangel again?
Well, we're gonna have to wait and see as we go locked and loaded to drop into Erangel. Let's check out the fight path, but also it's also time for those featured players. Let's have a look at the stats for some of these monsters loading into this particular game. Match 5. Let's have a look. It's going to be, drumroll please, Bew, Kevin, Saint, and Haikyuu.
666.
Wow.
66668686664. Wow.
So 6 is the number now, number of evil.
All right.
3 is also a number there on the total kills though. So, yep. There you go.
Well, it's interesting to see that Bew is being compared to Haikyuu as well. Just saying, well.
Oh, here we go. Oh, what was that?
Oh, okay. There's a 6.
Wait, he's passing it down, and then Engek, he's gonna throw it over the side, and Zai takes it away.
They're rolling great there. Nice try by our observers, XCYR, Zai, Topcast, and GK, and also the production crew. You guys are the best of the best. We're having a great time here because of you guys. But back to the flight path, going down from a little bit on the northwest here into Sonovska military base, which Net's gonna be super happy because the flight path is actually landed on where their dropping points are.
Oh, but what does this mean for a lot of the teams who do drop down in Yasnaya as well? That was a pretty hot point for some of these teams. And as you can see, Tara's already making their way in the direction of Razak, but I don't know if they're going to drop quick to hit school first.
Divinity is taking a different approach. This time they're spreading out to each other. Normally they would always go to Primox, but this time they are not going there. But look at this circle!
Oh, you know, I did a ritual dance just making sure it's a nice circle. Apparently I jinx it more than it should be.
Oh yeah!
Because it's like what, 60%, 40% of water there, and there's also a big river in between. Imagine the gatekeeping in this bridge here, which literally at the center of a circle. And imagine if the last circle appears to be on top of that bridge.
Wait, I think we have to hold on for a second there, as EVOS has also dropped within the vicinity of school, and we did see another member. It looks like it's going to be WoW here, who's also going to be contesting them for this point. We're going to have to wait and see whether the rest of the WoW members decide to rotate inwards, because their scout is in a lot of trouble.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Even at this point, if you want to run away, you're so exposed because there's just open land all around school. The closest they can get cover is probably the buildings just opposite of school, opposite of the roads. But then again, even that, can you make the run for it? It's going to be really difficult. All you can do right at this point is just to go in and out the buildings. Hopefully they don't find you, but of course those footsteps will give you away. They know that someone's in there.
The bigger question is, why WoW Esports taking this for a scout for Panda especially? We all know VIPs have always been landing on these cool grounds forever, and it seems like they will have to sacrifice their scout for this reason. There you go, Kuza just have to punch this one out, because why? He apparently can save the ammunition too.
Yep, punch kill going up into the stat board here as Kuza goes back to his looting. The rest of WoW, where are they? Oh, it looks like they were in Razak here, and it looks like they know that somebody is in school. They are rotating towards them. They do have a decent loadout overall. Not the best loadout, I would say, but definitely something we need to keep track of as they switch over to the US. I'm not sure where exactly they are headed towards. Looks like WoW is heading up north and sending one member over to Yasnaya. That's a pretty interesting spread.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. I guess they don't want to contest any other areas that potentially would have been taken by other teams. So they want to go to Yasnaya just to loot there first before coming back into the circle. Because we have seen a trend again that a lot of teams would like to be in the middle of the circle before anyone else. So maybe Tone WoW Esports, they would have sensed that from the previous games. They say, okay, it's okay to come back into the circle because gatekeeping will be a lesser probability. Even if that happens, they can take the longer route throughout throughout this hill beside Pochinki. That's quite safe for now.
Yeah, that's true. But also look at the north side. You know, Steel Hearts over at Zarki's side. It's Steel Hearts. It's going to be XP as well as Geek fam gatekeeping both of these teams if they decide to run through George Pole, which now is extremely dangerous. There's 2 entry points. However, they are bridges, so very easy to maintain.
Unless they want to go around shooting range, which being hogged by Yoodo GANK there. But apparently they will actually rotate into Rostock anytime soon. Still hot, if they want to survive, they can actually go the longer route, which is all around the map. Kind of hard, but instead of going straight from the north down to south there from Jogopol, I don't think it's really safe. According to this kind of a distribution of the players, this is really hard to watch, especially we have no clue about the next circle will be. Chances it will end up in Pochinki still, which Team Secret still holding their position, not moving or budging at all. For the other teams, there are a couple of teams who want to actually rotate a little bit late, which I think, surprisingly, you do. They have jump in Rostock. The rest of the team is trying to go up to Severny.
The gatekeeping is going to be a very big question mark for a lot of these outer circle teams because this is the first circle. It's a very wide, expansive area, and plus the circle doesn't hurt as much, so gatekeeping isn't as easy, especially within the earlier stages of the game. However, looking over at Bosskurr, looks like they have come into contact with Team MRE on the other side.
Oh yes, and Brother has his crosshair onto Fateh at the other side. Fateh just proning it, does not have any helmet, so it's 0 helmet there. You don't want to get those long range shots onto yourself because it's really, really dangerous. But Fateh is all alone, and Dingoz is on the other side. Fateh has a vehicle. He can try to make a run for it. There's a decent amount of structure in between him and also Team Bosskurr, but that's a risk that he needs to take. Brother will be tested in terms of his shots, so it really depends what will happen. Andy now will still stay covered on the other side. They are in a lockdown situation.
All quite true, but back to Rose Syndicate. This time they are approaching this map quite differently today. So, is this the F1 moment? Oh, there you go. I have to make that sound the last minute. I'm sorry. We have to make it because you saw the camera kind of moving around a bit. So yeah, that's an F1 moment. Formula 1 there is who says PUBG is boring and don't have anything else? There's not just people shooting it now. There's so many things. There's so many to PUBG, but there you go. The sprays open up with the red dot sight on Fateh, but don't actually manage to clip anybody just yet. So maybe he tried to find himself a helmet first at least before he tried to provoke the wall there.
I don't know. I don't think he's in headshot range just yet, especially for a lot of teams. Mozart might have the drop on him for now, but I guess they're just waiting for the rest of team members of Bosskurr to kind of secure their position before they start moving in onto MRE. However, I do see Brother, he's taking a very long path here. It looks like they want to loot a little bit more, but Pain Deck, he looks stacked.
Yeah, he definitely looks stacked because he is all alone. Miss Rose Esports just coming to the compound, so he may be in a sandwich situation. ESG on the other hand, they do see another team like, look, check this out. Toy and UI on the same bike, so it looks like, oh, nice. iShots actually got a knockdown.
A Traitor actually, which is Ozzy straight out and gone. Back to the first one, among the first one to be out. The 59 players still alive, but 16 teams all still intact. You need to have as many men as you can because we know the last circle is really a tricky one to play with. And Traitor, on the other hand, always happen to bump into a team.
Okay, that was close. That was close. He nearly totaled the car.
Really, really close because if they actually flip and it's the reverse, it's not going to be a pretty picture. But Rose Esport, on the other hand, kind of trying to get the kills done here. Bigetron trying to approach him. Like, you can see how they are segregated and separated, trying to surround them every corner possible.
Is he not ADSing for this? Is he just purely going based off of the cursor instead of... No way. It can't be right. It can't be right. Is he?
Well, I've seen iShots did that before, and he managed to clip down and knock down one of the players, so why not?
That's pretty crazy. Wow, okay. But we do see Zully looking to go for the rush here. But they're actually trying to get Andy back up on his feet here. They've already got the revive. He's forcing out the heal. However, Bigetron, if they can get out of this with no casualties, it's 3 points to get. Zully holding that grenade. He wants to flush them out. He's trying to bounce it off the side. He might actually get it here. The grenade, does it explode? No. Yes, it does. But they do survive. They do take quite a bit of chip damage here. But Hydra does get the initial headshot. One more member before they clear out their squad. But Zully, with a quick 360, takes him on.
Oh, this is where BT are really showing their dominance in terms of compound combat. Just look at this. They did not lose any team member. Even Zully was just down to 10%, and that's about it. No knocks at all.
Oh, but look at this, straight into the line of sight. EVOS VIP is actually challenging UI based on that control of a recoil just now, but UI didn't manage to clip anybody just yet. And EVOS will pass by and say hello and goodbye the moment UI trying to actually pressure them on this side of a map.
We're gonna have to wait and see. Yuhai, he isn't trying to be hyper-aggressive. He's not trying to push down, but now ESG in a bit of a debacle here against Divinity. Juggernaut also inside, but Baburu still holding up his ammunition. Juggernaut is gonna secure the kill before moving out and scoping out the structure. Baburu is down now. He's looking out. He's being very, very careful. Oh no! Another one is going to be taken out here, and that's going to be the entire squad of ESG dying over to Divinity.
Wow, Divinity, he's doing the business here. Managed to take out this compound to themselves. But then again, will it be for long? Because EVOS is just close by. Will they want to go in for the mop out? EVOS looks like they are going... They may potentially go for the mop out here. Kuza, Putra, and the entire team. Will this be a deja vu situation?
They're trying to rush in and flush out EVOS VIP because I already called the shots here, coordinating with the rest of the team, trying to actually make a position out of this. And Divinity Impact, on the other hand, they kind of get the gist that there's another team coming by. We heard their buggy coming over, but where are they? They're not in the line of sight for Divinity just yet. Kuza kind of spotted out that Molotov. Impact is just right in front of him. He managed to slip it down in the last minute, but Kuza is the one who's being pushed down. Instead, Trixie is down as well, and VIP Putra will be on his knees next, and Sanity too. Now it's down to Juggernaut versus Heiko, and there's also Razor. And on the side here, Impact trying to get a flanks, but it kind of failed there, and Heiko tried to clutch it on Juggernaut. All the rest of the team are actually on their knees, and knock, and there goes one Nick clip, a little bit 10% HP on but Juggernaut will be next. And now EVOS VIP finally getting themselves a whole big win. Big fat looting coming in for the boxes. It's ready to present them whatever they can.
Oh, this is so good. EVOS come out of it with no casualties whatsoever. Bosskurr on the other side has already suffered too. This is going to be a significant disadvantage as they're going to be running through the area of Tone. Wow, they have to keep on driving by. No looting for them.
Deja vu again for Divinity. It's just so sad for them. 2 games in a row, similar scenario, but the brother looks like
he will explode. He kind of stuck near the canister. This is not great, brothers. Where will he go? I think this is last clip of the UAZ there. Can he just make it out? Bayndek on the other hand, just at the outskirts of Pachinki in the hardwood. There you go, DBS.
Yeah, not the greatest, but at least there's level 3 stuff in there no matter what. Ned looking over it. I don't think they're going to commit to actually running. Oh, wait, actually they are. Luxy, he's coming in. I want that level 3 stuff.
I want that unicorn. Yeah, the unicorn, you just can't ignore that. But again, Payndek, it looks like he's been caught in this scenario. Boyka is just outside right now. Oh, a 1-on-1 scenario, but Boyka has been knocked out. Hydra from afar, may want to go in for it. Kevin is preparing out the grenade onto Payndek. Payndek will need to make a run. Look at the preemption from Payndek, but again, not enough. And Kevin will survive this, taking down Payndek at the same time.
The last minute toughest Nate just now saved himself a lot, and also the teammate of Bigetron. Zali tried to rush it in with a Dacia brother on the other hand. Tries still quite segregated from the rest of the team here.
Extremely segregated. They're looking to hold position. Brother will hold for now. He's still within the circle, just at the edge of town. However, the rest of the team members coming in from Tone Wow just north of him. He can probably hear the vehicles as they are making their rotations.
Yep, and we do see here, brother, he is all alone. They're not moving a muscle at this point. The other opponents are far away, so brother looks like he will still want to wait this out and try to get those positioning points. And now moving over to Team Secret again with those rotations. One by one, he's getting those compounds. in securing them, but looks like Heiko is just across Yuhai, but Yuhai will let Heiko go for now.
Oh, Still Hearts are challenging Geek Fam next because they are actually disrespecting the territory they marked. And now they jump, both of them jump out of their vehicle. Damn rude. Is stuck in that kind of a narrow space with. And now Pama trying to get it on He-Hawks. He-Hawks trying to rotate the other way around. Wayne to just arrive. He's helping his friend. He-Hawks is being cornered in so many ways. Still Hearts all over the place. He-Hawks being ambushed here. Being bullied. Wayne to finish off He-Hawks. Then they got 2 free kills for Still Hearts. The rest of Geek Fam is nowhere to be seen.
Nicely done. And Naoki, he can't really do too much. He's really far away from his team. The only one left. He has the Dacia with him for cover. However, I don't think he wants to show his position. Now Fredo taking some shots into Traitor on the opposite side of the map. They've got them completely surrounded. They're setting up their perimeters. Hawk is in so much trouble, as well as Asa. Where can they run?
Oh, it's very difficult for them because you just look at the minimap. Geek Fam have everything covered, all these corners covered. Now Drax from another angle as well with a long range has it covered as well. So looks like they are trapped right inside. There's no way for them to get away. Even if they get into the vehicle, those shots can come in from Drax. And Fredo now looks like he will go to the high ground as well. And high ground, definitely you can get good vision onto Traitor. But looks like for another angle, one team member of Yoodo Gang is actually going for it. This may be the bait just to like bring them out, and hopefully they show themselves so they can get these 2 free points.
Quite true, and Ruins is one of the trickiest play to play with because you know there's no corner place where you can hide yourself from. But look at this airdrop, AWM with a lot of stuff there, but extended quick draw mag there drop as well. I was hoping for the take pad, but apparently they didn't give it. But Team Secret on the other hand still going at it for last survivor. Matai actually got the flank and he got the visualization quite well that he can actually covers for Yuhai, but Yuhai who can pick him up anytime soon. I think BB and the rest of the team coming up with a vehicle very soon, but they don't have enough time if they want Yuhai to survive this.
Oh, they're going straight in for the final full-on rush. BB was the first to go in. What a risky play coming in from Team Secret. Matoi has no choice, but Ichong is going to be the first to get knocked down once more. I think he healed himself up. No, he doesn't get knocked down, but the last members of Secret is going to be eliminated here.
Oh, only Matoi left now for Team Secret, the sole survivor. He will need to hang on to his team because it is still 13 teams left. It is still pretty high. We have seen Matoi actually hanging on as a sole survivor before, but now moving over to Yoodo Gang, we do see here they do want Traitor. They want to go for it. They want those kill points. They have Asta pinned down at one angle. Manparang coming from the other side. Manparang going for the flank there. Jumper going for the rush in. Jumper may see very soon. Fredo, which is his turn, and Fredo, easy kill for him.
Not even lifting a finger to get that one kill because apparently Traitor
wow, that's an overkill.
Dropped that nade. No, that actually Traitor's nade that kind of late in terms of explosion. They have one more teammate Olaf in the middle of nowhere, apparently stuck between WoW Esport and also EVOS VIP, who already pre-fired themselves. XPERT and Y already got ambushed by Still Hearts on this side, and now they kind of feel that terribly for Still Hearts because apparently they're already waiting with open arms for XPERT and Y. At the same time, Tara, I think that was Tara closing in now. And there's also the other team, Geek Fam, on that side. This is really a house of death for XPERT MY because if you're not moving, you're not budging, you will actually be burned down very soon.
Tara, they don't have enough time. XPERT don't have enough time to get their members back up and start the reset. But the rest of Tara aren't going to go for a heavy push. They do notice that Yoodo Gang is coming in from the ruins on the northern side of the map, cutting off any way and that particular angle. They could look to go for the rush, but then it kind of gives the green light to Yoodo Gang to move on in.
And now Tara, they are still on the other side of the building. They do know that XP is inside, and looks like, a little bit of damage there. Arm will make the rush for it. Arm will just need to look at the right side, but then again did not spot it out. But looks like the guns will go insane. We'll take that. Will be taken down from this fight. Looks like it's left down to Romeo as well as Dylan. Dylan now has been knocked out. Romeo is the last team member. Romeo will be taken down as well. And they clean up the house of Tara.
I told you so. This will be a house of that. Tara purging out the rest of XPERT and Y. But now it's down to Yoodo gang who take their turn. The last one survive is actually the one who wins the most. We're looking at Tara to overstate themselves in here. We also have Bigetron want to join in the fray too. Apparently Bigetron only have one man there. I think it's actually Boyka if I'm not mistaken. And the rest of the team is just behind him too. Jumper got the visualization on them. There's also Tara on that spot. And Bigetron have actually Boyka right in front of everybody else.
Yep, and now they have to kind of figure out the situation here because the next circle is coming back up. Ooh, a little bit more centralized. Hopefully we get a bird's eye view later on. But these teams are way too close for comfort. Bigetron quickly going to go for the rotation. They want to play for the circle more than anything else. And Yoodo a little slow to follow up there. But Jumper quickly gets into the Dacia in hopes to get some control. As Tara on the other side, they control the structure. They're a little bit outside of the circle so you can see them making their moves now.
Oh, looks like Yoodo will also need to relocate themselves quickly, and Traitor seems to be the 10th team to go out. Zully needs to be safe here, needs to revive himself, and Kevin is still in the front lines. They need to get into the circle at the same time because they will need 10 seconds before the circle close in. And now Yoodo gang is just outside of the circle. They will be gatekeep. This won't be easy for Yoodo.
Exactly, and it will be Tara gatekeeping there. Bigetron is doing the same thing too, but at the same time EVOS on the other hand already got themselves a high ground. Hydra is on the last nick of his health. He need to just replenish himself. He need more first aids. He need med kits here. No utility wise because this is not a great run. If they need to replenish themselves, they need to get out of there. EVOS on the other hand holding this ground quite well regarding with so many teams coming up behind. We have also Bosskurr, which only have one survival team left. Net on the other hand is also around the corner. The migration happened. Everybody trying to force themselves squeezing into the safe zone as soon as possible.
Now Boyka here trying to hold this northern side of the ruins. The rest of his team, as you can see, that Hydra, he's trying to slow down the push coming in from EVOS because that's going to compromise their position later on into this game. Southern side, Matoy all by himself, but Samzy, he sees Matoy, he's taking the shots. Will he kill him right here, right now?
Oh, Samzy now may want to take advantage of this scenario, but then again, Matoy has been taken out by Luxy, and Team Secret will bow out at number 9. And now we are down to 8 teams left, 26 alive. Looks like there are a couple of teams who will need to make into the circle, including Yoodo gang as well, but super crowded.
Oh, look at that last straight in the line of vision. Direct sight there, Boyka got it, but he didn't manage to land any clips just yet. The sprays have begun, pre-shots has been hurt, and now the rest of Bigetron try to advance in, but at the same time in gatekeeping is EVOS VIP. There's also Tara on the flank side here. Where will they focus on? Because Boyka apparently will be engaged by either of this team apparently.
Yeah, let's look into the perspective of EVOS here, who currently is playing outer circle, and now the rest of the team has kind of regrouped together for the side of BTR. Tara is trying to take them out as quickly as possible. Lyrian getting a good knockdown there, but VIP Putra, he's just trying to snipe as many people, harass them as much as you can, force them to use the currency before this 5th circle.
And now looks like EVOS VIP, they're trying to go for the flank here, but then again the circle is just not on their side. They'll try to go for the flank, try to go for the slow move there, but again, just look at the circle. It's in Tara's favor. Everyone in Tara is in the circle. The same goes for WoW Esports, but the rest of them, they're all outside. They need to make it there somehow.
Oh, even though they are in the center of a circle, but WoW on the other hand really got clumped up in a very sticky situation. They are really in a predicament right now. EVOS on the other hand trying to finish off Bigetron, who forced himself to crawl up to the safe zone. The same goes for VIP actually. If they overstate themselves too much, they cannot make it into the safe zone because we know there's many teams inside. But Bigetron denying Tara to actually take that spot, making sure they will actually be ambushed, but Hydra got returned back fire with so many punishment coming up from behind. EVOS trying to clutch this one in. They're like it or not, they are forced to go out, but the Dacia will explode anytime soon.
Oh, can they actually get out of it before they get shot down? But luckily the smoke is covering their tracks, so it's going to force them to have to hold back. But now Bigetron making the call. We need to take out Tara right now. They're very compromising. And EVOS, they need to do this quick because EVOS is right behind their tails. That smoke isn't going to hold them off forever.
Oh, and now Zali looks like he will go for the revive there, but little does he know behind him there's other people. Haiku now very little life, only 10% left, and outside of the circle is closing in, and looks like Razor will go in with Putra as well. Last Survivor will be the next team to bow out, but looks like in the middle of the fight now, Razor is just beside them. Oh no, he doesn't know that. Oh no, Zali, Hydra, you don't know that they're just beside you.
They know, that's why they're tossing the nades now, but it just cannot land. The side on is just next to Zali now. They're crawling right in front. The smoke is really evading every single person alive. And Bigetron, they're really having a hard time trying to pinpoint where are the locations. We're down to top 4 teams now. 8 people alive. It's right in front. Zali, just shoot it.
No,
he doesn't seem to
no.
know. He finally got it. And there goes that for one VIP. One more, but got returned straight in the right of the face, underneath his nose. There goes the Bigetron plays themselves at the 4th place.
Oh, that was so tough to watch because I definitely think that Zully was waiting to see more members of EVOS before he took the shot. He's very good at that trigger discipline. High kill on the backside is going to get knocked down here. He's in so much pain and he finally gets shot on down. 7-up coming out from Kuza was able to knock him down. Wow, having a tough position. Last 3 teams in this circle.
Yes, high now. We'll go for the revive because this will be the final round. Ladies and gentlemen, we are down to 7th circle right here, and now the circle does favor EVOS a little bit there. We do see a couple of team members on the side of Tara. Actually, the circle does favor Tara more actually, and EVOS as well as Tone Wild Esports, they need to get into the circle. This is not going to be easy for them because Tara has it locked down.
Yeah, but then EVOS VIP is really thirsting for the chicken dinner because we know they already hit that 10 kills mark there. And on the side of Tara, they're trying to hold on to the circle, but they can't make it out alive because they are actually centralizing this. EVOS on the other hand with Tone Wow, hopefully this is the same as it goes for the last game. It's a 3-way war. If they actually took out the other one first, they will be not having the chicken this time around. But 7-up on the other hand, making things difficult for Tara, blind them side with that smoke, and at the same time bombardments by EVOS on Tara's side too. Everybody just tossing every utilities they have in their hands.
Yeah, they're trying to force out utilities, force out their currency. EVOS looking like in their prime position to win in comparison to everybody else. However, Tara dropping down the canister real quick. I don't know if that's a bit of a bait there, but
I think this is what you want, Gideon. That canister, the moment they actually arrive in front of him, he will try to explode that one now.
Yeah, they get rid of their backpacks so they can't be seen through the grass, making themselves harder to see within the vegetation. The crawling is still going on. You know, Kuza, he doesn't mind having his backpack on. He knows that he has teammates watching his back. However, the teammates, they need to take him out high. Is going to get shot right in the face.
He missed a couple of shots there. If not, it will be Kuza being knocked down. Now down to 2, 3 men, 1 Tara. 1 Tara left just behind this airdrop. Can he make it out alive? The rest of EVOS VIP really is raging on for this last particular person on Tara, and he tried to rush in and try to look at Putra. He's going zigzag all the way, juking it out.
Oh, he's just trying to confuse Arm here. Definitely Arm is just confused right now. He doesn't know where to look left or look right. He's just waiting for the rest of EVOS VIP to just be ready, and they can go for the 3-man rush onto Arm right now. And the first grenade will go off from Putra. They are still taking their time. That they know this is them. This is their moment to secure the chicken dinner.
Yep, and now EVOS, they don't know where exactly he is. They don't realize that Arm is right behind the supply drop. He crawled all the way through to get to this point. He's got full level 3 everything. So he's going to be a pretty tough guy to handle here, considering that EVOS, the durability of their armor is significantly lower. This might give him an edge here. Whether he can 1v3 this situation is a completely different story.
Well, if only it is down to heal in game, obviously Tara have whatever supplies they need in their hands, because apparently EVOS on the other hand quite out in terms of economy wise, really low on their currency. Like you said, their gears are not working that well either, because we're looking at, yes, it's 1 versus 3, but in utility wise, really Tara had it all in. Now adrenaline shot has been used. They try to boost it up for the maximum 1 for Tara. They are trying to drag this out really soon, but EVOS on the other hand really cannot actually get the location of Tara. Arm is the only last person alive, but it's so hard to 1 against 3 now.
Oh, Putra is out as a bait, but looks like they do know where Arm is at right now. They can go for the rush, and yes, they are starting to go for the rush. We do see Yakuza from one side, and on the other side, we do see the other team members. And now, winner, chicken dinner to Captain Kuza, and team congratulations to EVOS VIP.
But that was a great respect giving off to Tara, clutching it so long, making sure that he's buying so much time and giving a hard time for EVOS, not giving them a free chicken at all.
Yeah, nicely done from EVOS VIP. They played that very carefully. They understood that they had no currency to work with, so every point of life counted in that particular situation. Because let's say Tara's arm was able to kind of trade HP here and there. There is no way that EVOS can recover from that. They don't have the currency.
They don't have anything on them. Literally have like what? Some of them only have vest, some of them only have helmet, and none of them actually having recovery items at all.
Yep.
Except for Tara, kind of loaded up there. I was hoping for the healing game this now, which never gonna happen.
Yeah, I doubt it would have happened because they have the numbers. It's 3 against 1. Even if it goes down to the healing game, they can just rush in. But then again, let's, ladies and gentlemen, check out the highlights from the previous game.
Recap! Nailed that timing down that way. Now let's talk about how this circle, as well as the flight path, is kind of weird because it was heavily skewed towards the southwestern side, and then the circle decided to also be right on top of it. I think a lot of teams who prefer to go towards the eastern side really got screwed over.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a sad yeah. We all know that. But then again, just look at this, Matoy just trying to get away from all that. But look at this, that long shot from iShots, blowing it out, that was really, really on point there. And now this is where, again, Bigetron, what they're good at. They're good at sieging a compound, and that's what they do very, very well.
Oh, Bigetron, they tried their best, but just now it was really, really impulsive of them to go all out without actually thinking twice. They are a bit reckless and really hungry for that chicken dinner, up to the point they are risking the whole team's positioning there. But EVOS, on the other hand, they clutched this one quite well. They have been engaging continuously throughout the whole game, and finally they are kind of moving forward this time. We've seen them trying to clutch this one now every single time, but it failed. And they got it this time, and they know how to approach it well with the communication. I think they fixed their communication now.
Yeah, I don't know what they did, and maybe it could be communication. It might be attributed to other factors as well. But so far, I think EVOS is making quite a lot of progress. And the same thing can be said about Resurgence as well. Both of these teams are starting to climb that hard ladder in this particular league. But, you know, speaking of very awkward moves, I can't wait to see it later on, but I do want to figure out why exactly the call was made for BuBu, as well as iShots to go in on a motorcycle to go down onto, was it Steel Hearts? Or, sorry, Last Survivors there with Ichong after he took out Yuhai. Yeah, there was a big drain there, and they are actually holding that quite well as well. And if you want to go in, you need to toss a couple of nades beforehand. You couldn't just jump in there. There you go.
Yeah.
This is a big drain, which is kind of being conquered by Last Survivor, and there's no way they can actually go 2 versus 4, and there's no other place you can hide against as well.
And I just can't understand what the decision making was, because if they didn't have grenades, why was that their best option? They probably could have gone through the long way of that drain to maybe get a couple of picks. But, you know, besides that, Yoodo gang again just overall struggling in comparison to their previous week where they were doing so well. A lot of these teams have been taking out 1 or 2 of their members before they even get to the final circle.
Correct. And we do see here the siege by Tara onto Expert MY. They do have the numbers, so this is quite a straightforward siege onto the building. But looks like one grenade managed to take out 1 team member, and that's about it. And look at this, Zully. He has EVOS. Oh, Putra just right in front of him. Took him a little bit while to take him down, but unfortunately did not finish the job out, and he's been taken out on the other side by EVOS.
That smoke is really tricky to play with, but it took them a quite long time there for EVOS VIP rushing it out for the last one for Tara X Arm, because we know that he managed to hide himself so well. They are really hesitant when it comes to 1v3 at that moment.
Yep, let's look at the standings here. Net Brotherhood right on top with 30 kills, 80 points. Team Secret with 33 kills, 76 points. ESG catching up so quickly, 30 kills, 64 points. And XPERT MY Esports with 26 kills, 57 points.
And finally for today, EVOS VIP moving on to page 1 with 54 points. Same goes with Last Survivor R2K, 54 points as well. Miss Rose Syndicate sharing the same points, 54 points. Tara Proyecto X, 51 points.
Overtook by Net Brotherhood, the Team Secret fall themselves to second place, but down to the second page. We're looking at Bigetron being pushed down to the 9th place with 41 points, 20 kills. Quite decent number of kills, but not enough placement points. Tonwa Esport on the other hand with 38 points with 13 kills there. Yoodo getting fallen off from the grace. What happened to them? 11 kills with 36 points.
Yeah, they definitely have been struggling so far, but honestly the competition has been very close between everybody in the first page. From, you know, first to arguably even 9th place, they're still within that 20 point, they're in the 20 point differential, and that's good because the moment Bigetron wins one winner chicken dinner, they're going to be shooting all the way up to at least 4th or even 5th place depending on the number of kills they get.
Yep, and Team Bosskurr 32 points. Geek fam as well, 25 points at 13th place. Divinity Esports 18 points, Steelheart Esports 17 points, Traitor Esports 15 points. Looks like Geek fam as well, they haven't been doing well today.
Yeah, bad day, bad day.
Same kill score as Yoodo.
I want to say the same for EVOS VIP at first, but they managed to clutch this one out, got themselves one chicken dinner. But Luxy, 98, still holding to that first positioning, 14 kills, followed by EVOS Razor this time, 12 kills. UI is not happy when he falls himself at 3rd there, 11 kills, and Arm finally got himself into the chart with 9 kills on 4th placement, while iShot still made it out for the chart with 9 placement and 9 kills, 5th placement here.
And with a total of 18 headshots, that's a little bit higher than usual like we usually see. A lot of people go for the body shots, but again, there are moments where those headshots make so much of a difference.
Like the 25 headshot we have previous games.
Yep.
But the interesting thing is that all our maps today, the max kill distance is all 3 digits. I don't remember seeing any 4 digits, which just tells us that everyone's just going at each other.
No, that's one thing. One more thing, everybody is growing, mind you that, because apparently they can just read whatever they've been thrown to them, because we can see that all the teams are adapting to all the players' style and also the strategy, also the movement and their territories. Some of them tried to challenge it out and some didn't actually made it, whatever their objectives is. But I can see that this week is where everybody testing out something new and trying to make the gap closer for some of the team and bigger to the one that's actually the top 3.
It's kind of scary to see how fast these teams are actually growing to the situation that's being caused here, because again, you can see the meta sort of shift to, okay, we need to secure as many kills as possible no matter what, rather than going for full squad wipes. And it's so apparent that teams that don't want to deal with these rushy types would like to play the outer circle and kind of wait it out, or they go for the inner circle, take a lot of oppressive fire, but as long as they're not getting rushed, they know how to handle the situation.
Yeah, that's right. But I just wonder whether this is their true side or last week was their true side. I get the sense that how they are playing this week, these teams, this is their true way how they want to approach it. Last week was the experiment.
I think last week was just saying hello. This week is the experiment. Next week is where the blood begins.
Yeah, but it looks like we gotta have to agree to disagree here, because this is kind of tough to kind of tell unless we talk to some of the teams. But enough of us here at the Cursecast. Let's throw it over to the interview with the winners of this particular game. Nick Hound Dogeman, take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, the roar of EVOS VIP! Welcome back to the main stage, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 5, our second last game of the day, has been done and dusted. EVOS VIP comes up on top out of the chaos and the pandemonium. And despite the fact it took them quite a while to find Tara Proyecto X's last surviving member, X-Arm, your hiding skills and your stealth skills may be high, but it seemed that it wasn't your day. EVOS VIP, big congratulations to them. Their 4th chicken dinner of the entire tournament with a total of 14 and round eliminations. All the way from Erangel, dropping down live on this stage from EVOS VIP Kuza! Bro, welcome to the stage. Welcome to the stage, broski. It's always great. Kuza, in my opinion, is one of the more fun-loving guys. All right. So because he's a very fun-loving guy, bro, give me your hand. Give me your hand.
Yeah, bro. Sebelum kita start, kita tahu semua team tengah stress.
Yeah.
Kita release tension orang. Kita.
Oh, okay, boleh. Okay, boleh.
Ni tangan.
Kuza, ladies and gentlemen, if you are a big fan of EVOS VIP, give them a big round of applause. Anyway, let us go back to the questions. Ush, it's very hot because Kuza, so much energy, so much passion in him, okay? Always smiling. Anyway, it was EVOS. Wow. Tara, final few circles. X-Arm hiding behind the box. What took you all so long to find him?
Okay. Kami dah tahu semua enemy kat mana position. So kami main late zone, bagi enemy masuk dulu, baru kita tembak dia next time.
Alright. Now it was really simple for them. They were able to basically clear out most of the circle, and they were able to just get as much information as they can from the other members. Although there was a little bit of risk going towards X-Arm, they had the numbers to go for it. Now, one more thing. Was it planned out that your team actually kept a straight line and started sweeping things slowly? Memang rancangan anda semua nak masuk dalam satu line tu, nak cari dia slow-slow ke memang nak bait dia keluar?
Ya memang kami nak bait, nak bagi dia keluar.
Oh, nak bagi dia keluar. Yeah. Alright, so they were just looking for the baits. They were just looking to make sure that they pull him out of that unicorn spot there. So now, Kuza, very simple question, Kuza.
Okay.
3 favorite foods and 1 favorite rifle. Go.
Lontong M4, kacang merah.
M4 tak tahu pula boleh makan kan? Anyway, for those of you guys who are a big fan of Kuza, let's do this again one more time. Right, faster than the M4 shots, the finger movements. All right, if you want to see more of Kuza, his fun personality, and the rest of the members of EVOS, make sure to stay tuned because the next game is the last game for today. We will see you after this break.
Hello, saya Noki dari tim Geek Fam.
Hello, nama saya Parang daripada tim Yoodo Gang.
Saya Bosskurr daripada Bigetron.
大家好，我是 Team NoRecoil 的 K.
Hello, I'm Kuza from VIP Squad.
Saya Han X daripada tim Bosskurr. Ya, saya Emi Muhammad.
Hi guys, I'm Chichu Gaming.
Hello guys, saya Secret Go.
Hi, saya J Hunter.
Hey guys, I hope you guys are enjoying the PMPL. My name's Contra, and I am the caster as well as the operations manager for Resurgence. So as you all know that there is a virus spreading around, which is the COVID-19. So here are some tips to stay safe during this critical moments.
So langkah yang pertama, korang kena basuh tangan selama 20 saat menggunakan air dan sabun.
Langkah kedua adalah menggunakan hand sanitizer bila anda tidak dapat membasuh tangan.
若没能洗手，可以使用含有酒精成分的消毒剂来洗手。
Nombor 3, elakkan memegang mata, hidung dan mulut korang ketika tangan korang kotor.
Jika batuk dan bersin, tutup mulut dan hidung menggunakan tisu.
Pakai mask jika anda pergi keluar ataupun anda pergi ke tempat yang ramai orang. Jika anda tidak pakai, sememangnya sangat-sangat berbahaya.
Avoid crowded areas and taking public transportation.
Okay, tips dia adalah korang kena minum air, kerap minum air dan makan vitamin dan bersenam setiap hari untuk menguatkan stamina badan.
Jikalau anda pada batuk ataupun bersin, jangan lupa untuk tutup bahagian hidung dan mulut anda supaya orang lain tidak mendapatkan virus tersebut.
Jika anda mengalami demam atau apa-apa kesakitan atau apa-apa jenis kelemahan, pastikan anda berjumpa dengan doktor dengan segera ataupun pakar perubatan. Bermula dengan saya dan juga korang, kita perlu bekerjasama untuk mengelakkan dan menghapuskan virus corona ini ataupun dikenali sebagai COVID-19.
Hai, kami dari tim Bosskurr.
Hello, nama saya Muhammad Elhami bin Muhammad Zin, umur 24 tahun. GM PUBG saya Wave Palex. Role saya dalam PUBG sebagai scouter.
Hai, saya Rahimi bin Khairuddin, berumur 29 tahun, IGN pendek dan role saya adalah Fragger.
Hai, saya Amin Hamzah bin Nawali. Saya berumur 22 tahun. IGN saya Wave Mozart. Saya kapten tim Bosskurr.
Hai, nama saya Muhammad Hafiz bin Garudin. Umur saya 25 tahun. IJN saya Wave Brother dan role saya sebagai sniper.
Hai, nama saya Muhammad Najah Isni Ismail. Umur saya 26 tahun. Dalam IP PUBG Wave NX, role support.
Okey, tim saya ni sebenarnya berasal daripada bermain bersama-sama di rank klasik. So daripada situ saya panggil kawan saya Palex, and then dia ajak bekas tim dia RRQ Panda dulu. Dan kita orang form team together dan kita orang ambil Hana X sebagai sub kita orang untuk PMPL Liga.
Preparation yang kita orang buat adalah sebelum daripada PMPL ni, kita orang setiap hari pagi, petang dan malam kita orang ada join Scrim, room yang tertutup untuk tim-tim yang ada dalam Malaysia ni. Lepas tu kita training untuk mendapatkan chemistry yang mantap lah. So kita orang dapat cuba buat yang terbaik lah dalam PMPL ni.
Untuk preparation untuk 3 minggu ni, kami adalah sangat teruja lah untuk join. Kadang-kadang ada juga rasa stres, tapi kami memang steady buat join. Itu je.
Okay, daripada segi mental kita orang semua, saya rasa kita orang semua dah cukup sedia untuk Liga PMPL ni. Dan kepada kawan saya Wave Alex ataupun teammate saya sendiri, dia adalah kawan yang selalu memberi semangat lah antara kita orang semua untuk dari segi mental.
Okey, kepada tim-tim yang ada dalam PMPL ni, di mana korang sembunyi, kita orang tetap akan cari.
Wait, mari!
Okay, untuk chemistry kami masih perbaiki lagi, and then kami cuba cari lagi chemistry untuk memantapkan lagi untuk tim kami. Harap jaya lah, dan kami akan cuba buat yang terbaik untuk PMPL.
Okay, dalam tim ni orang yang selalu mati awal, orang yang first kali tersun, saya lah. Sebab dia orang selalu suruh saya buat hal sendiri seorang-seorang. Jadi saya akan mati awal.
Sedih. Kalau untuk tournament, saya akan suruh orang tenang, santai. Sebab kalau panik, kita orang takkan boleh berfikir secara rasional. Kalau kita orang tenang, kita orang boleh lebih steady lah. So boleh fokus dan boleh buat banyak tenang, santai lah.
Tenang sikit.
Untuk isu dalam PMPL ni, yang saya dapat, jadual dia mungkin kalau ni sedikit masalah dengan kerja lah. Macam kita orang pun semua gamer and then semua pun streamer. Jadual untuk kita bahagikan untuk stream tu dengan PMPL tu agak susah sedikit. Tapi kalau untuk isu family tu tak ada masalah buat ni, buat masa ni saja.
Okay, kepada kawan-kawan yang di luar sana dan juga audience PUBG Community Malaysia kita yang support tim Bosskurr untuk Liga PMPL ni, saya ucapkan terima kasih kepada korang semua sentiasa support. Kepada supporter, family kita orang semua, terima kasih memberi sokongan terhadap kita orang semua. Terima kasih. Weh, sayang korang tu.
Welcome back to the last game of today. This is the PUBG Mobile Pro League Malaysia and Singapore 2020 live at the IO Esports Arena Kuala Lumpur, where we are bringing you the action. And we also have to thank our host, Tencent Games, PUBG Corporation, Lightspeed, and Quantum Studios for bringing all the exciting games here while you are watching live on Facebook Gaming, our official live streaming partner. This has been a very long and exhausting day for a lot of these players. However, one more game to go to determine and push for that overall standings.
Yeah, the overall standings, definitely everyone is just excited and just waiting to see how would they stand. So this last game will be the final push for all these teams here today. How will it pan out? And how about your favorite teams as well? Do leave it in the comment section.
Yeah, make sure you hashtag them and give them all the support that they need. And before that, wow, that last game.
Yeah, that last game.
VIP
Oof.
finally make a return there after quite a very quiet week. Suddenly roaring out here. Will
Roaring
it be
out.
the? Do you have to just stay there?
Roaring out.
There you go.
Oh, wow. I'm afraid.
Okay, the thing is, they have been quiet and suddenly they are rising up from their slumber. Hopefully they'll keep this momentum going. Okay, that just happened. But back to Yakuza Lontong, he says. Is that the Lontong blessing that actually got themselves their chicken dinner? Finally, the first one in the week.
It's hard to say. It really is hard to say. But you know, EVOS, they're coming back and they're trying their very best to push on for those points. And I think that's what all these teams are doing as well. It's become very apparent that kill securing is far more important than squad wiping.
Yeah, one team that needs to push on for points is definitely still hard as well. They can somewhat break into the top 16, but they need that points on the board. They need that chicken dinner. They need the number of kills. They need to do it in this round. This round will determine what happens in the overall standings.
Everybody needs everything.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody needs a chicken. Speaking of a Bigetron. Boyka is okay now. Hopefully he's not too,
I think after that previous performance, it wasn't the worst for
Yeah.
sure. They're definitely in the middle of the pack, but they're going to need a little bit more if they want to push within that top bracket. I'm pretty sure they're within this top 16. However, getting top spot and telling every other team, I'm just a little bit better than you, is always a little nice.
Of course. Well, bragging rights is always good, definitely. And of course, Divinity is one of those teams that need to perform again. So,
it's not
come
they
on,
need
come
to
on, guys. They
it's just Cloud need them to perform and instead I need you guys to perform.
So apparently here's a fun fact. So they were telling me as well that they had a little bit of a, okay, who's the first Singaporean team to get a chicken dinner among themselves? Yeah, so they have that little bit of this in between among them as well. So if you do see like Steelheart versus Divinity, you know that they're going like, oh wait, this is an opportunity to take you guys out.
Okay. Looks like, the battle of the borders isn't there anymore. It's about getting that winner chicken dinner at the end there. I don't know what exactly their little bet is going to be, but at the end of the day, what's most important is that they get the points to make it into the top 16. And again, a lot of these teams, not so sure where they're standing as of right now.
That's quite true. Everybody saw the Hello Kitty hairband just now.
Okay.
Well, I got that fact true because apparently that is the Hello Kitty band, which is bring a lot of lucky charm on the side of Team Secret. And back to you again, they hovering just now. What happened? They are quite not themselves this week, and we can see they are very passive.
Yeah, I want to say that they could have done better, but the thing is, there's a lot of situations where they're getting knocked out early by other teams, and I think maybe that could be their weakness if they're not looted up and they're not ready to take a fight. Those advantages are starting to bite them back in the butt, but so far, I would say that you have to not, sorry, let me rephrase that. You have to keep them in your mind because, again, these guys are absolute monsters when it comes to just pure aiming skill, so if you give them an opportunity to take you out, they will bite.
Oh yeah, definitely. And of course, we have seen a 10, I would say a personal rating of mine, 10 out of 10 performance from Team Secret earlier today as well. So, are they going to repeat the same? Or is Geek Fam going to challenge that spot? Because we do know that Geek Fam is very good in this map as well.
That's true, but it's also one of those things where they're having a really bad day today, like awfully bad. Like they haven't been able to break within top 10 sometimes, and that's when you know a team is really going through a rough patch.
Quite true, apparently, but they have to break the walls down because, like it or not, we are entering our last game today, and today we'll have the overall standing, so you can see where you stand for your favorite teams, and like it or not, they have to take it in. If they are not actually falls on to top 16, they are in a really dangerous zone there. And I think when we look up to the standings, those actually on probably on 8th placement to 16 can just swap places anytime if they made a mistake down to the 3rd page there.
Yeah, and overall, these teams, it's really stressful. Like, I can't imagine the amount of stress that they're going through, especially for the teams who haven't broken into the top 16 overall. So they're really just kind of biding their time, hoping that the next game is going to be better when they get knocked out early.
Well,
yeah, absolutely true. Agree with that. So it's gonna be real stressful for those teams outside of the top 16, at least, because of course today itself it's halfway mark already. You still have like 50% left, and that's actually not much because you only play like 2 games in the round robin, and yeah, it's just going to be hard to catch up if you keep falling off back further and further.
Let's just do a quick recap. Round 1, NetEsports won the first round. Second round, Miss Rose Syndicate. Round 3 by Team Secret, Expert X in round 4, EVOS in round 5, and to be decided for this final game. It's always been a different organization every single time.
Yeah, and Nat and Tara, they are actually sisters team. I talked to their managers, or basically their bosses, because we have Boston and Northern, both of them here today. Apparently they are rivals, like really good rivals. I thought they were going to have each other back. I was wrong. Because I said, okay, Tara performing quite well. And then Boston just has to say, that's because we let them. We give them a chance today. I'm like, oh, okay. But I said, well, the last circle just now, we can see there's only Tara surviving. There's no Net. Well, yeah, they didn't get a chicken, right? Because why? Because we didn't get one. Why would they? Oh, that's a lot of roasting for those couple, those two. It's really fun to talk with them. Apparently, they're really rooting up for their teams. A nice support by most of these teams, coaches, owners, as well as their managers. Because we have Miss Rose here as well, giving a lot of moral support. There's also one of the EVOS team's mom, Putra, if I'm not mistaken, also happened to drop by, giving them all their support. I love this kind of family, just support you all the way for esports, not like our parents. You know?
Oh, that got too real way too fast. Way too fast, that got real. Woo!
Well, all of us know how that feels, right?
Yeah.
I think some of the players do too, because apparently not all players, especially when you're Asian born, apparently when it comes to esports, nobody gonna just agree with you straight away.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of convincing for sure, especially considering where the industry is at. But that's a whole different topic that probably will be shared on Jaludi at some point in time. So we should probably check that out just in case. But overall, yeah, these teams are getting set up as the lobby is being made. So the games will be coming soon. Just be a little bit more patient. We're almost there to start these games.
Yep, and Matoy, just a little bit more anger and we'll get to see, oh, if we can just remove that little bit more, then we can see the Hello Kitty on Matoy's hand. So, looks like panning over to the boys of Divinity, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The cries go out, the high fives, the claps, they go out. So, that only means one thing, meaning we are getting into the map.
Alright guys, get ready. If you haven't gotten your snacks and popcorn or haven't used the bathroom just yet, now is the time, as there's only very, very short period before the map actually starts.
This is my final form.
No.
She still needs that. She needs that.
I so much I let down of his hair, please.
You're staring at me so intensely. It's like, do you need to go to the bathroom? Like, what are you trying to tell me here? What's going on? You're stressing me out.
I'm waiting for that statement since last game. We're still I haven't got it yet. I'm waiting for it.
Yeah.
Hoping.
Oh man, you better give it to her because she just hit me for that.
Oh yeah, he's testing the same thing too. You can look at that. That's the stat I gave you just now, literally.
Literally the exact same stare, like point to point, frame by frame. But what do you guys expect for this final game? Are there any teams that you particularly want to, besides Geek Fam and Team Secret, any other teams that you kind of want to keep your eyes up on? Because there's a lot of teams that are actually doing decently well that we haven't mentioned yet. Teams like, Divinity slowly climbing up. They're not dying almost immediately, but they do take some